Ah, fuck. Ooh, you know what I would. Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, how are you? Oh my God, I love your page. Give me a second. I'm gonna have them bring everything out to you, okay? Do you mind if we take a picture with you guys?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I'll be right back, okay?
All right. Oh my God, we're so famous. So today I am eating some seafood that Tristan put me on to. So y'all, I'm about to do a mukbang on some seafood that I've never even tried before. Yo, if this shit is not what it's supposed to be, I'm killing Tristan. Nah, but y'all, for real, y'all gonna try this with me. It looked good on Instagram, so
bring it up.
Oh, look how big it is. Look,
look that boy is smiling.
Oh my God. Yo.
This is my fiance.
Hey,
how's it going?
We're the owners.
My photographer was like, oh, you gotta try this food for this place. That's so good. So we gotta see what's going on with
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Wait, I think because we had delivered to some people in Miami. I don't know if it's with.
Nah, I just picked up like other day.
Oh yeah, we just said it like.
Put it right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna take a picture of y'all. Do you guys mind?
Let's do it, man. Let's flick it up. I'm so excited to taste this food.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I packed the hell out of it, so be very careful while you drive.
Trust me.
I'll be slamming on the brakes and then.
So y'all, we done did all that. We about to see what this motherfucking food by. We finna see what this fucking food by, cause
yo, I know you're gonna like it, bro.
you know I'm gonna like it.
I know you're gonna
Tristan,
like
if I don't, it's over for you. You never get any food recommendations. I'm never get, you never get anything, Tristan. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
No, I know you're gonna like it. Like
it smells good though.
Like even the girl that I went with, like she enjoyed it.
This shit smell good. So you guys, we're gonna reveal what the seafood looks like that I got from Lefine Cooking. You know, I'm super excited. Let's see. This is my first time. This is my first time looking at this food. Okay, so let's see. Oh my fucking God. Oh my fucking. What the fuck is that?
Yo, hey, Chuck.
Hey, get over there. Damn.
It don't look good?
What the fuck? That shit look fire.
Yeah, I told you.
I'm mad that I just got this for us. Like I thought, like, and I ordered pasta and shit. I ordered all kind of stuff. This is gonna be so lit for the mukbang. Sabria, get in the camera. So, what we have to do is all just get on a vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, first things first, we all gonna toast to something. Let me tell you something. When you're talking about money, you have to start with the plan. So the reason we're gonna start with a plan is, well, the way we're gonna start with a plan is we're gonna toast. And we're gonna toast to everybody becoming multi-millionaires by the end of 2020.
Period.
Lit.
Period.
Hey.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's get it. Now it's time to eat some seafood, y'all. So, I think everybody should just dig in. Shout out to Lefine Cooking, you guys. They look at this. It's crazy. So yeah, we're just gonna go in and then we're gonna start on top of it with money, okay? Bam. Let's get it. Okay. So first thing first, I feel like everybody need to pick what they want. I don't know, I want a lobster. Oh, somebody need to eat a little, somebody want to eat one of these, y'all. I never even ate this.
Give me a plate. They eat it in the coffee. No. And there's no meat in there. It's too much and too little.
I know, but I just want to try it because I be seeing everybody eating them on Instagram. Oh, we got eggs down there too.
Oh, I need eggs. And potatoes in here?
Oh wait, yes, that's what I want, some potatoes. Oh, that's at the bottom. Ooh, look.
You hit the jackpot. Spoon the corn.
Okay, so let me see.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, y'all get dirty. Get dirty.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We got more than enough.
Ouch!
Wait, did it stick? Did it stick?
Yes!
The crawfish?
I don't know. I need an egg.
Me too. I'm looking at her like, what the fuck?
They came alive.
I'm thinking about there's a fish in there, bro.
I know, I thought something must have.
You need to be careful with your white shirt.
Exactly. And y'all finna get so dirty with this seafood.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I think that's.
I'll get some more when I finish.
Dang.
Yeah, I told
Oh, you got
you.
the
Wait.
hot sauce on the top.
Wait, what?
What or what?
Yeah, y'all finna.
What?
Yo,
Listen.
You could
where the lobster at?
Ooh.
Grandma.
Bitch, everybody.
Say
that-
mine.
That's at the bottom. It's in the bottom somewhere. Yeah, yeah.
No.
I don't want to.
No, they gonna put
Take
the lobsters
mine.
on top.
Here.
Nah, I don't want to take all of it. You could cut me half though.
Okay.
Dang, so now I know that's the first thing you gotta grab.
Hey, that,
You get some more of this?
that tastes good,
Oh,
isn't it?
you like them mussels or clams?
Yeah, this.
I never had one. Let me see.
I think I had tried one. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I think I tried a mussel.
It tastes bad.
I don't.
What it tastes like?
Texture.
I don't know.
Oh, scallop. What it tastes like?
Chewy.
Scallop, right?
What is it? Oh, that's a mussel.
Yeah, kind of.
I like mussels.
This tastes good?
Y'all chase the clawfish.
I don't know how to use those.
Okay, you guys. So look, I done got carried away, but let's talk about this money. Okay, so the most common question people want to know is, how do I? They be like, oh Shane, how do I start a business? And if I ain't got no money like that, like, but I this is my goal, this is my vision. I don't have no rich spouse. I don't have no rich whatever to help me to fund my program or to fund my business. What do I do? So what I'm gonna tell you first is first things first, if you don't have money, this is what I did. I got a job. First things first, I got a job because, and they know I wasn't destined to like work wherever I was working at, but I had to start somewhere. Ain't nobody was gonna give me nothing. So first thing first you wanna do is get a job. That's the one. Or if your business, for example, if you're a hairstylist and you know, you don't wanna, you know, it's nothing that you can do to actually like, you know, like you can't go work nowhere. What I would do is start in your house. Start in a studio. Like they have like, wherever you live at, they have like $200, $300 studios. They have garages. They have whatever you gotta start with to get your business off the ground in order for you to get clients to get money. So that's just first things first. Greg, what do you feel like the people should have starting off their business? Like if I don't have no money and I want to start a business, well, how do you get? Oh, but if they have no money, right? For example, you have no money, you want to start a business. What would you consider? What would you recommend them do?
It's the crabs.
Like it?
Yeah, this shit is
Let me
fire.
use this.
All right, so if they had no money,
I don't know.
if okay, people that
Y'all,
have
the
no
food
money-
is so good, so it's just so hard for us to concentrate.
Shane, so
We gotta make noise. We gotta make noise
Yeah.
by the ear.
It's good, ain't it?
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all slurp and
ASMR.
slide on the crack, so that way we can get all that sound effects.
Okay. Shane, so it tastes good, right?
It's good.
You gotta make noise by eating.
all right. So if you ain't got no money and you want to start a business, the first thing you need to do is research. I feel like you need to research. You need to start seeing what avenue you want to go down. Because if you want to have a business, you got to have some sort of business. So you need to know what foundation. You need to know what brand. Whether you having a clothing brand, you need to know, you know, all of that technical stuff.
Guys.
Then you need to get the money, like Shane said. You need to, you know, be able to invest in yourself. You're not gonna run into any investors, most likely. I mean, you know, I feel like people do take those routes, but I wouldn't advise to take those routes. And you know, especially when you're starting something, you never know what the potential truly is. So I would recommend to go in by yourself and invest in yourself.
Okay, so I have somebody here. She has a clothing line herself. She just started not so long ago, but I feel like she's doing very good by herself. You might have to kind of like come over just a little bit. I know all of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna move the camera angle right quick. We'll be right back. So I want y'all to see everybody, and I feel like it's really important that a lot, because me and Greg, we're men, but you know, hearing from a woman what her struggles and her challenges might have been will be actually good for some of the women out there. You guys, back to the conversation. So I have a woman here, and like I said, she's just started her clothing business not too long ago, and we want to know what, and I'm asking you, what advice can you give a woman or a man what she can do to help start her business without no money, like, you know, just being a regular girl?
For me, I'm sorry. When I first got out of college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Well, I knew, but I just didn't really know how, or you know, I wasn't making money, I wasn't doing nothing, so I worked. I was a teacher for like 3 months, but the kids were way too bad, so I had to quit. But all the money that I was getting from work, I was investing. I was buying inventory. I wasn't, you know, doing things that I wanted to do. I was living with my mom. I needed to get out, and all the money I made, what the check was like, let's say the check was $1,400 every other week. So with that, I'm buying inventory. I don't have no rent bill because I'm living with my mom, so I'm buying inventory. I'm making the money. I'm flipping it. I'm redoing it. So sometimes you just gotta sacrifice what you're doing at the moment. Like, I wanted nice things. I want to do this and that, but right now, you know, it's about that. So I took that year of sacrifice, and now I'm doing pretty good.
That's really good, because I feel like kind of like me, like I used to like always buy the newest shoes, the newest this, the newest that.
We used to be too raw.
Yeah, but I feel like I had to take a year off of that, and like, or 2 years off of that, and to focus on my business and figure out how to make the money. That's what I had to figure out. It's like how to make the money. That's the most important thing. Now, another topic about money is Shane. Y'all, don't mind my dogs. They like going crazy. Hey. That was how to like have no money and to like kind of start up something. So pretty much what we got out of that was sacrifice. You got to sacrifice. All my new business owners, everybody that want to get into something, if you're working right now, if you're grinding right now, save that money, because you're going to need it. I'm telling you, right now is not the time for flexing. Right now it's the time to build your brand. And honestly, I feel like it take about a year and a half to like build your name and like get people going, because somebody can start selling something, and don't get me wrong, for example, like Greg started his brand and he just took off right off the bat. But then again, like, other brands can start their brand and not take off right off the bat, but still be multi-millionaire brands. But I feel like the brands that are like that, they stay consistent, they stayed motivated, they stayed down with their craft and didn't get discouraged. See, a lot of people always get discouraged. They always get like, oh, I didn't sell my inventory, or I ordered too much inventory and I didn't sell it. You might not sell it this month, but guess what? Next month it might take off. For example, the people that were selling masks before the COVID-19, you know, it was a lot of mask companies out before COVID-19. And they didn't think that they would become multi-millionaires. They didn't think that they would become multi-billionaires. But guess what? Since this whole pandemic has happened, all those mask companies, they took off. They grinded. They doing big double-digit numbers. And it's because they stayed down with their craft until they took off. So, where y'all? That lobster's so good. I don't know, it's a lobster. Oh wow, that's good. Damn.
Wait, I'll put one right here. Give me some good please. No. Wait, give me some.
Okay. So this is a good question. What do I do? And y'all, if I got something on my face, please just don't mind me. I'm eating crabs. What do I do if the MOQ is too high? Okay. What I would do if my factory told me, oh Shane, my MOQ is 2,000 pieces, and knowing I don't know if I'm gonna be able to push 2,000 pieces. So what I would do is, first of all, try to build a relationship with that company. I would try to let that company know that, okay, you know, I know your MOQ is 2,000 pieces. However, I'm a new business and I do plan to get to that level with you. However, I can only afford 500 pieces right now. However, I know if I can sell this and flip it real quick, I'll be able to afford the 2,000 pieces. So first of all, what I would do is, me being a hustler that I am, I'm already trying to get in good with the factory. Like, look, I got this big old goal. I got this big old projection that I'm trying to make. I'm gonna let you know my dreams. I'm gonna let that factory know this is my dream, this is my expectation, this is where I plan on being in the next year or next 2 years. And it's up to that factory if that factory is gonna take your bait or not. But a real factory, a factory that wants to grow with somebody, they're gonna take it. They're gonna say, okay, well, I feel like this person, they tell them they can do this, they tell them they can do that. Let's take a shot. And I'm gonna let you get the 500 pieces. It might cost you a little bit more. The price might go up a little bit more, but you gotta sacrifice. If they're gonna sacrifice for you to give you that 500 piece, you gotta sacrifice with them with the price. So, now I'm gonna ask Greg, what would you do if a MOQ was high and you just started your business?
Well, pretty much what you said. I feel like I would talk to them. I would let them know that I'm a new up and coming business. And pretty much just work out a deal where they can provide me my product or the service, but at a higher cost. Because a lot of times when you are, you know, sourcing manufacturers overseas and stuff like that, the benefit is usually, you know, the cost is a little cheaper. But that's because these big factories, they need a lot of quantities to produce. So with taking small orders, it's not really beneficial to them. So you just have to make it presentable in a way, or you can always continue to do more and more research for other manufacturers. Like if you're not there at that time,
stop! I'm gonna cut that video. Stop being fucking stupid.
if you're not there at that time with the high order volume, then you know, just wait it out and find another factory, like work your way up. Because 9 times out of 10, you may run through a couple different factories or manufacturers. You probably won't stay with the first one.
Exactly. This is another question that people had, they wanted to know from, you know, me and Greg and Jabria and the other business owner in here. How did you persevere during the pandemic? Like this whole coronavirus? Shane, how did you persevere? Like, how did you keep it going? How did you keep continuously sell out during a pandemic, during a world disaster? Okay, so let me tell you. Let me just grab first. Hold up. Damn.
No, y'all ate
it's so good. I didn't. I want to try one so bad, but the way I persevered, I feel like during this whole quarantine.
That's a bad ass dog. What you did is not right.
Okay.
Waiting on his rice and carrots.
It was closed. I opened it. Like water came out.
Oh, it was wet.
Yeah.
What?
No, the muscle was wet. No, I'm just saying the muscle. No, the Daryl.
It was wet.
Okay. No, I was just
I busted open. It was like.
And it was wet. Okay, you guys. So what? All right. Okay, you guys. Damn, it's so hard for me to focus on this money thing because this food's so good. All right, but the way that we persevere and the way that we, and I'm gonna speak for myself and I'm gonna let Greg speak for himself, was at first when this pandemic whole thing first started, I was fucking shook. My Atlanta store was supposed to open April 17th. It didn't open because of the whole virus and everything. And I had already planned for me to make a certain amount of money due to the grand opening. So at first I was a little discouraged. I was like, damn, like this is crazy. I can believe this. And nobody's gonna be buying clothes during this hard time. Everybody losing their jobs. And then that lasted for 2 or 3 days. And then what I realized was, oh Shane, let's make some masks. So I end up making some masks, and I end up making a mask not knowing that I was gonna be able to like make a lot of fucking money off these masks. I made the mask just thinking like, oh, at least something is better than nothing. Because honestly, the website had slowed down the first week of the pandemic. So I made the mask, and they say, you know, I put them on my website, and they say, you know, and I was cooking or something, and I just set the phone down, and when I picked the phone back up, my shit was like jumping. I'm like, oh shit, I done made like 6 to 7 grand in like a couple minutes, like off fucking masks. Wow. So then I said, okay, bam, let's put some more masks on the site the next day. So I continuously kept putting masks on, and the revenue kept going up, and I said, okay, bam, I got my niche. So during this whole pandemic, I'm gonna continuously make masks and be able to make money. Then I thought of a brilliant idea. Well, I didn't think of the brilliant idea, honestly. My contractor was like, Tathan, why won't you go My cousin is Joe. He's a Vietnamese man, so you know I'm trying to say it with his accent. He was like, "That thing, why don't you go and start a bar, a hookah lounge, and you know, and have it based off of the whole virus that's going on right now?" And at first I was like, "Wait, what? You want me to start a business based off a virus?" And he was like, "Yeah, because in Vietnam, this company started a business based off of burgers, and it was called Corona Burgers, and it was shaped like the coronavirus thing." So he brought the idea to me, and I was like, "Wow, that's fucking brilliant." I thought about it. I was like, at first I was like, but then I thought about it, I'm like, wow, that's fucking brilliant. We gonna remember this quarantine. We're gonna remember this coronavirus for the rest of our lives. Anybody that was living during this time gonna remember this no matter what. So I said, okay, why not come up with a business that's called Quarantine? So I end up, you know, fetching the name Quarantine, letting people talk about it, and the point that I'm trying to get to is me being encouraged by what's going on and adapting to what's going on. So that's the point I'm trying to prove right now. So I end up getting like getting a few opinions on the name Quarantine. We like the name Quarantine, but we needed something a little bit more shorter and a little bit more marketable. So we came up with Q19. So the name of the lounge is going to be Quarantine, but it's going to be nicknamed Q19. So with that story, I know right now it might be hard for me to make money off of Q19, but in the long run, we're gonna be able to be billionaires and millionaires off of Q19. And that's what kind of kept me encouraged, like turning this negative into a positive. And as far as my clothing, I figured that everybody was at home, sitting down, not doing nothing. So why not give them content? They kept asking for the content. They kept saying, "Shane, we need new stuff." And I'm like, y'all ain't got no money right now, right? And next thing you know, the stimulus check dropped. The stimulus check dropped and Shane Justin had a sale. What more can you ask for? So once I did that, I say, wow, I can make this amount of money during this quarantine. I could do anything. And that just kept me encouraged. And that just kept me like motivated, because I'm like, oh, they got money. They got money. They pulling out their ass. They pulling it from somewhere, but they got the money. So that was my story. But Greg, what influenced you to keep going during this virus and continue to like excel during this virus?
Well, you know, like the pandemic, it was like random for everybody. So like everybody else, I had different moves and stuff being planned and stuff like that. And yeah, I just had to do what I had to do. Like I didn't really let it affect me. Like I kind of put in my mind that I wasn't really in the pandemic with everybody else. And I just kept going as usual, I feel like. I mean, the first week when the outbreak came out, you know, on mass media, I feel like the fact that everybody was scared and, you know, didn't really know what to think of the pandemic is what made everybody, you know, run to the grocery stores, go fill up their cars. It's like everybody was
scared. Yeah,
exactly.
and along with me and you as well, because we not thinking like, what the fuck is gonna happen? Like, I'm talking about the first couple of days, right? Were you a little scared? No.
Right. So then, yeah, like, I mean, right after that scare, I feel like everything started picking right back up to normal. And if you look at like a lot of different articles and stuff like that, you'll see that like e-commerce, it scaled up rapidly during the pandemic. Like people who are already doing good, like I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of different businesses were actually able to scale even higher during this pandemic. So I feel like that's actually great that, you know, like we probably started off a little slow when the COVID-19 first hit, but overall, I feel like if you're a good business owner, if you're staying committed, and if you're not like, of course, forced shut down, and especially have an e-commerce business, then it's definitely ways out there that you can be getting that bag.
Exactly. So do you feel like what it was just adapting to the situation?
Yeah, like, you know, like, okay, I understand there's an outbreak, but what does that really have to do with us if we're protecting ourselves and if we're minding our business and staying in our lanes? Like, it's just an outbreak.
But the thing about it is, what a lot of our, like, you know, me and your supporters and fans that want to know would be like, okay, well, if you're selling clothes and you're selling clothes that has to do with wearing outside this pandemic. There's no clubs open, there's nothing open. How do I get these people to buy this stuff?
Okay, well, of course, if people like stuff, they're gonna buy it. That's the pro with e-commerce. Like, it's available to everybody in the world. Yeah, you might not sell out when it first drop, or you might not have 1 million visitors or subscribers and stuff like that, but there's gonna be somebody out there that wants that product if you market it right. So you have to do your job when it comes to marketing and posting and social media and sharing. And from that, I feel like, you know, different promotionals, making it seem like it's a must-have is what's gonna always, you know, drive more consumers.
So I feel like, honestly, with me, and you can tell me if this is kind of what happened with you, and as well as you, it's like, I just feel like being confident in whatever, like, I just feel like me, no, even though it was hard to be confident that my product was gonna sell out, I had to be confident, like,
because it's miserable to live your life in fear. Like, who wants to live in fear? Like, that's miserable.
And that's the thing. I feel like that's what media kind of does. Like, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I don't watch the news, and for that particular reason, like, I feel like people definitely have a bigger agenda. They have different things that they're trying to put off on you. And trust me, no news outlet is telling everything. Exactly. There's a lot of things that we don't know about. So with that being said, I try to find my own narrative and go based off of that, and you know.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, with me, what helped me was...
I can't breathe.
They full as fuck trying to force it.
I feel like with me, it's just being confident, like being confident at whatever it is. This cash out, girl, what's up? We doing a mukbang. Girl, but first of all, I don't even. First of all, I feel some way because you ain't called me first. No, you gotta call me first. I'm just playing.
What's up, man? Yeah, I believe I sent it on Saturday. I'm gonna look at the tracking. I'm gonna ask my sister.
Okay, wait, hey. Say hi to the mukbang, okay? Because we're recording for YouTube. Y'all, Cash Out just called us. Say hi.
Hi, Muckbang. What's up? This is one and only Cash Out.
Probably Shannon.
Cash Out!
It's Cash Out! We love her. I love you, baby.
I love you.
Bye. So I'm gonna put a video.
People want to know, YouTube,
No.
how much do you save versus how much do you invest back in your business? Like, how much do you pay yourself, pretty much?
Yeah, so pretty much where I was getting off at was, I used to struggle with that because I used to make a lot of money, but I used to spend a lot of money. And I used to be like, wow, I'm making all this money, but I gotta spend all this money back on inventory. Like, how am I gonna be able to come up? How am I gonna be able to, like, get to the next level? The answer is this, is when you get to that certain amount, so say for instance, if you start with $100, right? You start with $100, then you gotta flip that $100 to be able to make $200 to $300. So once you get to that level when you make $200 to $300, what you would do is you would save $200 of those dollars and spend that one more $100 back on inventory, and now you broke. And it's gonna be like that for a minute until you can get up, because now you're really not broke because you done saved that $200 in your savings account. But in your mind, you just gotta pay broke. You gotta swallow your pride and be like, I ain't got it. Well, if your friends wanna go out, I ain't got it. Like, I'll go with y'all, but I ain't got it. So I don't know what to tell you. I just don't have it right now. And yeah, find you some big ballers to go out with that don't mind spending it on you or whatever the case may be. But for a whole year, I ain't got it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm crying. For a whole year, honestly, because I feel like for that whole year, it was like, and I was used to buying like new shoes, new clothes, new this, new that. But I was like, oh, whatever, I'm just gonna sacrifice. And I didn't, and you know how I kind of saved myself too, is because on Instagram, that whole 1 year, I used to post myself, but not that much. I used to like, not do too much on Instagram. I was just all out on business, all out on business. And I feel like that got me to be able to save the money that I needed to be able to say, okay, now I can do a big investment. I feel like when you should do that big investment is when you like get like at least whatever your inventory is. So say for instance, your inventory is, you want to spend $5,000 on inventory. I feel like I will at least wait till I got $10,000 or at least $12,000, because I would take that $5,000 and put it on inventory, and I would use maybe like another 2,000 to 3,000 on promotion. If you need promotion, because some people, like if you're watching this video, you might already have your own clout, you might already have your own success, you might already have your own fan base or whatever the case may be. But if you don't, use the rest on promotion because you need to get that product off, and you need to be able to make triple or double and a half of the money you spent to be able to reinvest. And then you just continuously do that up and up and up and up and up until you get to an amount that you're comfortable with, to where you can say, all right, bitch, I'm good. Like, let's go. Let's keep going. Now you like stacking just to stack. You're stacking just to be able to build your empire, pretty much. So, what would you say?
I would say, when you first start, I feel like it's always best. Okay, for you people that be on social media and you know, you're inspired by different entrepreneurs that you feel like they have a very quick story, quick success, I feel like those people usually put in more work. I feel like they usually put in more money, or they usually put in more thought behind what they're doing. A lot of things have already been done, but I feel like there's always new ways to do different things. So I feel like those are the entrepreneurs that are really winning. So with that being said, I would invest all of my money back into the business. Whatever the business makes will be directly deposited right back into the business. And what I mean by that is more inventory, different products. Just because you started selling cookies when you first opened your business don't mean that your brand only have to be cookies. You can make cookies with icing, you can make cookies with sprinkles, cookies that got like different faces on them. Like there's so much that you could do, and I feel like that's what I mean by putting your money back into your business. You have to continue to invest, new ideas, new product, like Shane said, promotion. And that it's a few different avenues with promotion. Like you have promotion models, you have social media influencers, you have promotion gigs where you can reach out to somebody like a YouTube creator and collab with them. You have like Facebook ads, you have Instagram ads, you have Google ads. So there's a lot of different avenues you can go, and honestly, I know you guys probably want to know which one is the best one. You won't know until you try them out for your business.
Exactly.
That was good.
That was a very, very good response. Okay, so another question that people want to know is, if I'm going to invest my money into promotion, if I'm going to invest my money into influencers, how do I know I'm going to get that money back?
I don't think you should invest your money to like people that are on Instagram.
You don't think
like
so?
For promotion?
Okay, so this is I want you to say this because it's people that
like,
are just like you that feels that way too. So go ahead.
Like people that have a lot of clout. Like I don't think so.
You don't think
like
you should?
If you're paying for like a post, like for them to post your like brand or something without like them.
Oh, that's a good question.
Like,
though.
If you're like,
that's a good question.
If like say Greg was to hit up somebody, oh just post my page, like post my brand on my page.
Most of flyer.
Yeah, sometimes it don't really work. Or then, but
and sometimes you could have so much followers, but nothing sells. Like
I tried I put like $400 into like those like big people with a lot of followers. I ain't getting nothing. I'm not gonna say I was gonna say some names.
No, don't say no names.
But
okay.
Like, it don't work. But then when I did the photo shoot with them, like I gained like a lot from it.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is what you have to know as a business person. You have to figure out who has influence, who has followers, and who has who has money. Because the thing about it is, it's three different type of celebrities, or it's three different type of influence. You have the ones that are born into money, and they just rich, so they have a lot of followers. But it ain't really, you just got a lot of followers.
They're there to buy, they're there to look at them.
They're there to look at them. Then you have ones that are, you know, if you was to do a service with them, you will get more clout or more business from them versus them just posting your business.
Yeah.
And then you have ones that no matter what you do or what you're selling, they want whatever that person has.
Yeah.
Those are the influencers that you want. So when you're going to invest into influencers, I would not invest into just any kind of influencer. So for example, I'm gonna give you guys an example, right? And these are people that, you know, I'm just saying names. This has nothing to, I'm just saying random names. So that's a disclaimer. So let's just say if I had a business, right? And I had a business to do with fashion. I'm a fashion designer. So as a fashion designer, I have a small budget, but I need to get my product out. I want to start doing this, but I need an influencer that's going to get me popping, you know? So what I would do is, first of all, I'm going to reach out to that influencer because for one, I need to know what's your prices. I need to know how much you're going to charge me if you're even interested in promoting my product. Because every influencer they're going to be like, I don't want to promote that. Or it might be conflict of interest. So that's the one. So then once you find the influencers that fits your brand and that you know for a fact is going to sell your product, like you just know for a fact, like you've seen them sell other person's product, you've seen them, like you just have your facts, like you have the black and white. That's the thing, when you spend your money, make sure it's in black and white. Like even if I don't make all the money back, I know I'm going to make some money off this person. That's what you always want to do. And then once you figure out the person's price and you figure out what they say they can do for your brand and how they're going to do it for your brand, and if you don't got the money already, what you do is, now I need to grind to get this money. Because that offer not gonna last too long. Influencers, their followers always go up, so guess what? Their prices always go up. So you gotta pretty much a week or a couple of days to get that influencer their money. So you need to be trying to figure out how you can make that product, whatever it is that you gotta do, or you dip it to your savings, whatever you gotta do just to get your business. Because sometimes it takes sacrifice, you gotta sacrifice some things to be able to get your business off the ground. I would sacrifice those things, figure out what the influencer's price is, send that influencer the price, give a detailed description of what you need the influencer to do. That's why people go wrong too. I need you to do X, Y, and Z. I need you to say this. It needs to be in black and white. And that whoever the influencer is needs to be able to sign off on that paper or on that contract saying that they're able to do that and they're gonna do it. Once you do it, there you go. And that's how you figure out who's the good ones or not. I think I answered that question the right way. Do you want to answer that, or you want to touch bases on that?
I don't mind answering it, but wait, what you had asked again?
How do you know what's the good? How do you know I'm going to get my money back on paying an influencer?
Oh, okay. So with the influencers, like Shane said, like you have influencers that get you sales, get you orders. You have influencers that just may get you different impressions, meaning like views, likes, or comments to your page. And then you have influencers that just look good. I call them models. Okay, so the ones that you want is the sales. Like, I understand the whole logic behind followers turning to dollars, but if you can go right to the dollars, let's go to the dollars. So with that being said, you want the sales. You need the different promo models and the different brand ambassadors that have influence, meaning who's the who? Who are you looking at for this? If you have a product selling lip gloss, right? You're gonna find the best brand ambassador that you like. I feel like don't go out of your way. Like don't go so hard. Like you already have different influencers, different people that you're inspired by, different people that you like for different things. So if you're selling lip gloss, I'm gonna reach out to whoever. Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to the people that are in like the beauty industry who lips I like the best. Like, I'm not gonna reach out to you just because you're this person or you're this person. No, I love your lips and that's what I'm selling. I'm not selling the model, I'm not selling the influencer, I'm selling lip gloss. So it has to tie hand in hand. And I feel like from that, you would never really know if you're gonna receive a return off of that influencer until you try it. With your business, everything is trial and error. Everything is a risk. Even with inventory, for instance, you can buy a new batch of inventory and that inventory may not go. It may not go to the next year. It may not go to the next 2 years. Everything is a risk. You just have to be more calculated with that risk. So definitely start small, I feel like. You don't have to go for the top person. You don't have to go for an A-list person. Believe it or not, some A-listers cannot sell a bottle of like
anything.
A bottle of liquor. They can't even sell a bottle of liquor.
So
everybody want liquor.
Yeah.
Can we take a shot?
Yeah, let's take a shot. But yeah, you guys, so that's the thing. It's just, you do your homework. Do your homework and do your homework. Yeah. We're gonna take a quick intermission. All right, you guys, so people wanna know, when do you take a break in all of this madness? Like, when do you have time for yourself? Like, when do you say, okay, well, you know what, I don't work enough. It's time for me to go on a vacation. It's time for me to go spend some money. It's time for me to go enjoy myself, have a ball. I feel like the time when it's time for you to take a break and the time when it's time for you to enjoy yourself, I think you're gonna know when that time is. Like, you're gonna see your account at an all-time high. You're gonna see your stress maybe at an all-time high. It's gonna be so much stuff, and you're gonna be probably so overwhelmed to where it's like, okay, I got the money, I got the customers, I got the clientele. All right, let's just take a quick little break. Whether it's a day, 2 days, a week, 2 weeks. Take that break. But after all your hard work is done, like after all the grinding, the sweat, the blood, the tears, that's when it's time to take a break. Because if you take a break when you're too busy trying to grind, it's gonna take your mind off of what's important. And it's important is getting your business off the ground. So that's when I feel like it's time for you to take a break. All right, y'all. So that's it for episode 1 of Money and Muckbang. Episode 2, we're gonna cover a lot more stuff. We're gonna cover a lot more into depth. I feel like today was the intermediate. Today was like the, okay, how do I get started? But I wanna show you, once you get started, how to maintain it and how to go to that next level of success when you get into the millionaire status or even 100,000-aire status. We're gonna talk about that on episode 2 of Money and Muckbang. If you guys have questions about what to do, questions about what we talked about, questions about how, whatever questions you had about your brand, I'm here. I want to answer you guys. I want to engage more with you guys. I want to get more into depth with you guys. I want to build a relationship with my YouTube fans, my YouTube followers, my YouTube subscribers. So please comment, subscribe in the below.
Like, share.
Wait. Like, comment, subscribe below so you can get more about what to know about. It's Money and Muckbang.